Clint from 50 Campfires here. Today I'm going to talk about 3 tips that address specific problems in your boot when you're out on the trail. First, go to the right place for boots. Go somewhere like REI where they have a very knowledgeable staff, a little funky course you can walk up and down and really get to know the boot and make sure you have the right boot. And number 2, wear the right sock. A company like Darn Tough makes a heck of a sock that's all merino wool. It's breathable, it's going to keep your foot dry and have a much smaller chance of chafing inside the boot. That said, here are 3 tips that'll help you out on the trail. So the first knot is the surgeon's knot. That's going to help prevent heel slip. You don't want your heel sliding around your boot. Bad place to get a blister. So instead of just lacing up the last 2 eyelets like you normally would, all you're going to do, you can see here, is just tie a knot on the last 2, cinch it down nice and tight, and that'll keep your heel in place. So the next tip uses what's called window lacing, and it's going to relieve pressure on the top of your foot. You might be swelling there. Maybe you dropped a piece of firewood on your foot there and it hurts. All you're going to do is skip a couple of the eyelets and just go right up the side of the boot and then lace it up as normal, and that's going to take the pressure right off the top here. So the last technique is called toe relief lacing, and probably is the most helpful to anyone with an older pair of hiking boots. As you know, you put a lot of miles on the trail, your feet can kind of swell and your toes can swell out. So all you're going to do is, this is a simple one, you're just going to skip the first eyelet here and start up, either 1 up or 2 up, depends on what kind of boot you have. In recent years, boots have started to have wider toe boxes, allows your toes to splay. These Ultra Lone Peaks have a nice wide toe box on them, as you can see, so you wouldn't need it on something like this, but an older, skinnier hiking boot, that could happen after a couple miles on the trail. So that concludes the 3 tips, and happy hiking.